I question what kind of laboratorial work Professor Pocket and his team are doing. Searching for anti-cancer chemicals within a parasitic fungus seems highly questionable, in my humble opinion. Regardless, he has done a substantial job of covering the basics of the strange relationship between one bug and its TODIS tool. My chief area of interest with regard to Parasect is exactly what occurs when the fungus does not gain full cerebral control over the host organism. What are the behavioral mechanisms and communication functions of the bug truly like? I'd hypothesize that the invertebrate would be completely unable to communicate with its controlled brethren. Furthermore, it brings to question whether or not Parasect can actually breed or not without the aid of a spore-generating shroom. Perhaps the relationship between the two species is more symbiotic than we have assumed in the past. I am excited to see what bits and pieces of research will develop over the next few years on Parasect and relationship it shares between fungus and bug. Professor Bummer brought up a very valid topic. What does Parasect's spores do to a Pokemon long term? Well, my team has been looking into that. We performed a series of tests on several species of Pokemon including Rattata, Nidoran and Chimchar, and have found that the spores don't appear to have any lasting effects. All subjects have been shown to be just as healthy as the control group at most dosages. At extremely high dosages, 10 times more than a Parasect produces during an attack, it may asphyxiate the affected while asleep. It appears that repeated exposure doesn't cause harm. So far our results show that the spores Parasect produce are primarily for defense. Spores today are only used for their purposes of reproduction after the Paras or Parasect breeds to infect their eggs. So why does it do so little harm to other Pokemon? The key may lie in the past, where healthy Paras once existed. A method of incapacitating the host without harming it is extremely beneficial to a parasite and may have been the key to the fungi's success. As a final note, to all mushroom maniacs, no, the fungus is not an aphrodisiac and will not cure your problems. Stop asking.